All right, shalom, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Before I get started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rechak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and my elders, a great millstone who lead, teach, and rule well. Loving and honor to my fellow Akim, pushing the word in truth, faith, and sincerity across the four corners. Shalom, peace and blessings to the sincere listeners and the sincere subscribers of the Men and Doctrine Great Millstone. This is the brother Edified from Judgement Atlanta Church, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. It's going to be entitled Keep Sound Judgment. And it's going to be based off the scriptures, based off of a section of scriptures from Sirach, the 3rd chapter. But before I get into the precepts, I want to bring out the etymology of the word judgment from etymonline.com. And it reads judgment, mid-13th century. Judgment, it says act of trying at law, trial. Also, capacity for making decisions. And you see in which we're in a time, even just getting into this lesson, just the movie Bushwick came to mind, in which we're in a time that it's very, very important to be able to keep and maintain our capacity for making sound decisions. And then even going into action of trying that law or trial, that's spiritual, because we're held accountable and will continue to be held accountable according to the law, statutes, commandments, and the prophecies written in the scriptures. Continuing on, it says, from Old French, jugement, it says legal judgment, diagnosis. The last judgment, 11th century, from Hugier, it says to judge. It says see judge, the verb. Then it reads from late 13th century as penalty imposed by a court. You see, so the initial understanding and meaning of the root word judge initially goes to more of an individual lies, example, or spirit, going to more individually, making and being of sound judgments and decisions. But here, going to the actual verb later in the time frame context of judge, going to more of a verb or action, it goes into really being held accountable, to the law of the land, so to speak. Now, which we understand, and there's more in it too, but I'm not gonna get all into that. But we understand that Edom Esau, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, being Edom Esau, the elites of the so-called white race. But at the end of the day, the ultimate word and law that is established and set forth is from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. But just continuing on so we can finish out, it says, any authoritative decision, verdict in a court case. It says also a sense of discernment, divine allotment, event regarded as an expression of divine displeasure. Yeah, divine displeasure, because those who do not keep and maintain sound judgment, especially of our people who most importantly and primarily who we're concerned and who our audience is going to be a divine allotment of divine displeasure, man, going to heavy spiritual judgment. All right. Like I said, I'm going to be reading from Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, the 3rd chapter. I'm going to start at verse 17. It reads, my son, go on with thy business in meekness. So shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. And you see, and as far as keeping and maintaining sound judgment, that's the beauty of continuing to get into and read the scriptures. The scriptures instruct us on how to be circumspect and how to redeem the times, because we understand and know that the times are evil. So even when we're going to do our business, all manner of sort that a man ought to do, Scriptures say to do it in meekness. Continuing on, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. You see, the greater, you are in a sense, the world, loves to put certain individuals up in a higher light, higher esteem, But the scriptures instruct us to, be conscious and mindful that, the greater thou art, the more notoriety an individual may obtain. It's important to be even more humble, because like I said, the world, especially in these days, folly, set, and great dignity, the world loves to put people in the limelight, in the high place, because also on the flip side, the world loves to see people fall. Verse 19, many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. And you see, that's another important reason to stay and be humble and move in the spirit of meekness, because as the scriptures say, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. Verse 20, for the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. You see, that's a beautiful thing about being in this truth and walking in this light, is that we understand that we don't have to go out here and pound our chest and speak about how great we are and what we know and what we do and what we've done and what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. And, that's a lot of our people get caught into that, man. They get spun up into that web, of the world, and before they know it, they, caught in that net, and they too far gone, either the flesh has become weak and succumb to too much of the pleasures that come, through the wickedness that certain individuals commit on the earth, or the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shai, just rejected you, you just too far gone. You're not worth the trouble anymore. You want to be out there, be out there, and none of us, in our right mind, of course, want to be in that position, man, Verse 21, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength, for balance sake. Verse 22, but what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. You see, the things that the Spirit and Yahweh Shema Shai has, brought upon us to do, we ought to think and consider it with a certain level of reverence and respect. And we're in the flesh, there's times where, and we're on earth and we're in captivity, Jake be losing, track and losing eye that we're in captivity, most specifically, the dead zombies, the spiritual dead zombies who just walking around and, just fully engulfing Edom Esau and his BS, but yeah, there are certain things that, you have to, and we have to, push through in order to remain useful and meet for the master's use, man. And that's just what it is, But what's the benefit of that? Rereading verse 23, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. You see, so that goes back to what? The topic of the lesson, man, keeping sound judgment, because the things that we lose and cast away as a loss in the world, on the spiritual flip side, we're supposed to be knowing and seeing and recognizing that we're seeing a lot more in the spiritual sense than the average everyday individual sees out here, man, And finishing out in verse 24, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and the evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. You see, there's many who have and will be deceived by their own opinion, and as the scriptures say, their own vain opinion, whether their opinion be wrong, whether it be not important, whether it be lacking proper research and due diligence. But the deception comes by way of, losing sound judgment, in which the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shai, is the one, the power that keeps that sound judgment on his elect. All right, and continuing on, it says, "An evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment." You see, evil suspicion, a lot of times individuals too, man, be overthinking, I just like the scriptures say, be not curious in unnecessary matters. Certain things, really you ain't even, it's above your pay grade. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to understand the ins and outs of what makes every man tick and talk, and what's going on with his family and his finances, or yada yada yada, whatever it is. See, you can come into a position, that we can, and I say we because, that spirit can befall upon any of us, but we can come into a position in which you overthinking somebody else or their situation, and you overlooking those that, things that you can get better in, man. The concept and the parable of the beam and the mote and the eye, as Yahweh Shah spoke about. But I'm in this lesson off here. Lord willing, you've been edified. Once again, before I close out, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rechak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and my elders of Great Millstone, who lead, teach, and rule well. Love and honor to my fellow Akim, pushing the word in true faith and sincerity across the four corners. Shalom, peace and blessings to the sincere listeners and the sincere subscribers of the Men and Doctrine of Great Millstone. Lord willing, you've been edified. Until next time, Shalom.